Okay, so we've done most of the hard stuff already. So now what we're going to do is just work on filling in some of the side details down here. And I don't really have a schematic for that. Couldn't really find a good one. So what we're going to do is just look at, here's a picture I found on the internet. I'm sure you guys can find it. Just sort of look at how the bottom and stuff comes up. And if I look at my picture that I had from before, you can kind of see it too. So we're just going to kind of eyeball it and try to throw in some back stuff here. So let's just go ahead and go back here. We don't need the background image anymore. Cursor to selection. Let's add a cylinder. 64. Good. Okay, as I said, I'm just kind of making this part up. Okay, and we just want to make sure that we do have a hole here so we can put a glowing part in later. Okay. Actually, we don't need this. Alright, so let's just pick these edges. Bevel those. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then if we refer back to this picture, it doesn't look like there's a lot of depth to this. So let's do that. Maybe we'll bring that down a little bit like that. And I think maybe about there is as deep as I want to make this. Okay. Alright. So let's just grab here. Maybe bring that down a little bit. And I'm just totally making this part up. But I do see that there are sort of legs, I guess you could say, coming down. So let's do one of those. We'll add in a plane. Up here. Okay. Actually, we'll get rid of all these other faces. Okay. So that probably comes in here. Yeah, maybe about there. That's good. Okay, that looks pretty good. Actually, let's just do one that comes all the way up. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. So let's add these in, or some connecting faces, I guess. Okay, looks like we're going to need to put one here. Clearly a lot of room for you guys to play around with this part. Okay, that's a pretty good armature piece. Or a pretty good, I guess, structural piece. Maybe I do want to bring this whole thing in. I think I do. Yeah. That looks good. Alright, let's just pick everything. Bevel it. And you got a pretty good piece right there. So, we'll go ahead and throw in a little bit of detail here. Let's see, what's the easiest way to do this? Easiest way to do it would have been to build it differently originally, but failing that, just going to sort of eyeball this in. Okay, that looks pretty good. Let's bevel those couple new edges. Okay. Alright, that looks passable. So what I want to do next my math skills suck here. It's 18, of course it's 18. Alright. Okay, so we'll go ahead and make these a little bit different. How about, let's see. We'll just do that. Scale Shift Z. Yeah, we'll just bring those in a little bit differently. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty good base for it. It's actually a little bit more detailed, I think, than the one they had. A few more things on it, but that'll be okay. So let's go back in on this one. Bevel those. Yeah, we can bring that out. Like I said, I'm not doing a lot of narration here because I'm just sort of making this up as I go along. Maybe some cooling fins. Okay, well that's not quite true to the one in the movie, but it looks pretty good. So let's just make a little section back here for the power cable. Looking pretty good. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that. So there's just a couple more things we need to do before this is done. We're going to put a mesh in here and put a power cable coming out the back, and then that'll be about it for the actual model. And let's do this real quick because I can't help myself. Okay, let's go with this and this. All I'm going to do is just put some little fins on this. All I did is I duplicated one, rotated it by 180, duplicate them again, rotate it by 90. .45, and maybe one more. There we go. And clearly, if you have a lot of if you don't care about your polygon count and you have plenty of memory, you could go on screwing with that forever, but I think that's pretty good the way we have it. So we'll leave the base alone and we'll put in the mesh and the power cord, and then we'll be done with the modeling.